Who is more likely to give you an STD? A porn star or a sorority girl? My name is Stirling Cooper. I'm an award-winning adult film star, former high-class male companion, and I'm here to help you improve your sex life. In today's video, we're going to talk about how porn stars prevent themselves from getting STDs, despite the fact that they're raw dogging all the goddamn time. So the biggest tool that we have in the adult entertainment industry for preventing STDs is this testing protocol we have called the PASS system, P-A-S-S. So the PASS system is basically this database where all the adult talent, male and female talent, we go to STI clinics, we get tested for this panel of STIs, and then that is put into a database which we can access. So we can see our own results, obviously, and then all the directors and managers, like talent managers in the industry, can see the results of all the talent, but we can't see the other talent's test directly. So let's say I'm a director and I want to shoot Stirling Cooper with some bimbo. Okay, I go into the past database, I've booked these guys for a scene, and I'm like, all right, cool, let's check out Stirling's, STI results. He's clear. Bimbo's STI results, she's clear. Now I can shoot these two together and no one's gonna have any problems. We're not gonna, potentially cause what we call in the industry an outbreak, right? The testing protocol requires 9 different tests for 7 STIs, and they give a clearance for 14 days from the date of the first sample collection. So testing results are typically, reproduced within 48 hours from the sample collection. In the event, the unlikely event that there is a potential significant infection risk to a performer, PASS notifies everybody and production is suspended until that risk is gotten rid of. So the whole production is suspended. So it doesn't matter what the STI is, by the way. Because of this protocol, because of the PASS testing protocol, there hasn't been a HIV transmission in the adult entertainment industry in a long, long time. On a PASS certified set between 2 performers who are hired, that hasn't happened in a long time. Purely because of this protocol. Because think about it, like everybody you are having sex with basically is getting tested every 14 days. Every 14 days we're getting a full STI panel, and we don't work with anyone who doesn't have that. So the moment an STI is detected in the talent pool, that person stops. Let's say Bimbo A caught the clap, right? That's been picked up. So she's not allowed to work, production's on hold for everybody, right? And then all the people that she has worked with in the last 14 days are notified, and they're told to go get tested again. So it's like patient 0, and then the next layer of patients. Okay, did any of them catch the clap? If it's a no, if they all come back and test negative, fantastic. We can all go back shooting again. She takes some antibiotics and rests up for a week or 2, and then everyone else can keep shooting. But, okay, Bimbo A got clap. Next layer of talent, say this dude got the clap off of her. All right, cool. Now we go to the next layer. All the people that he's worked with in the last 14 days, this pool of women, they all are notified and they need to go get tested. And this process continues until we basically found everybody who has caught that STI and we've stopped them from shooting, and then the industry is safe and we can all go back to production again. That is how porn stars prevent the transmission of STIs in an industry that is basically fucking raw dog 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where they have quite a big talent pool. You're looking at like thousands of people. But I mean, the majority of that is actually the women. There's like way more women in this industry than there are dudes. There's probably like, of active talent in the US, you're probably looking at like, realistically only about 50 dudes who are doing most of the porn in all of the USA. And then there's a talent pool of probably like 800 plus women who those dudes are sort of like taking turns with to produce all the porn that you love to fap to. So that's one of the biggest industry secrets in how we prevent STD transmissions. In fact, if you want to learn some more adult industry secrets, then I highly recommend you check out my ebook. The link's up there. So statistically, you're actually less likely to get an STD from a porn star than you had from like your average sorority girl or like festival chick, Coachella chick. And here's how I know. Here's a perfect example. Because the younger girls, the teens that we call them, like the 18, 19, 20-year-old girls who come into my industry, and they come in, a little bit unprofessional. every single year this happens when Coachella is on in California, right? All these bimbos, they go to the Coachella festival, they suck some dude's dick, or they get railed behind or inside of the porta potty, and then they come back and they get tested and bang, they've caught the clap. Like, there is consistently, every year in LA, a like production stoppage or like cancellation of women immediately after Coachella, because all these silly girls have gone off and got the clap from some dude at a festival, and then they come back to our industry and they test and like, oh shit, so they have to take a break and they have to get replaced. But that's the thing, like, STDs come into the adult entertainment industry from outside, from people who don't get tested regularly. And that is my biggest point for you guys today. When the hell did you last get tested for an STD? I know some dudes who've never got tested for a goddamn STD. Dirty bastards. So you can compare the average, what we call civilians, like the regular people, how often they're getting STI tests versus how often people in the adult entertainment industry are getting STI tests. You can bang around as many people, you can fuck as many women as you want. If they've all been STI tested and they're all cleared, your chances of getting an STD are exactly zero because she doesn't have one, and you know she doesn't have one. But you could bang one random sorority hoe who has the clap, and you're gonna get it, right? Because she doesn't know if she has it or not. How many times have the women you've slept with been tested for STIs in their entire life? A lot of these girls ain't running around getting tested that often. And it only takes one partner to have an STI for you to get an infection. And so the thing is, when a girl's income is tied to her sexual health, she's gonna take care of it. She's gonna take responsibility for it. She's gonna prevent it. She's gonna be cautious, and she's gonna get tested regularly. And she's gonna be aware, more aware than the average girl at least, of looking out for symptoms and signs of STIs with the partner she's with. Because if she catches something, then she is out of work for a couple of weeks at least. So there's this kind of argument that I see floating around the internet all the time. It's like, oh, if you're a fuckboy, you're gonna catch an STD. Here's the thing. It depends upon what kind of women you're having sex with. If I fuck 20 different girls who've only had one boyfriend, okay? If I fuck 20 different girls who've only been in or who've only been in serial monogamous relationships, so they've gone from one long-term boyfriend to another long-term boyfriend to another long-term boyfriend, right? Maybe they've slept with 3, 5 dudes, but those have all been long-term relationships, right? If I sleep with 20 girls like that versus one sorority hoe, and I'm sorry to keep picking on sorority hoes because it's just a generic caricature that everyone kind of understands. So apologies to Data Phi or whatever the fuck you guys are called. But that one girl who has been banging around the fraternity dudes, like, I could sleep with that one girl, that my chances of getting an STI with that one particular girl are way higher than these 20 girls who've been basically in serial monogamous relationships their whole life. You know, so the kind of woman you sleep with is more likely to dictate your ability, your likelihood rather, to catch an STD. Now, if you want to learn the secrets to being a pure blood fuckboy and staying clean whilst being a player, then I highly suggest you check out this video right here.